Damn, this is some good shit.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another vid here on the Villains F1 channel. For today, we're going to do something different here. A new series I've announced before. We're going to do a Hotlap Tutorial slash setup slash everything you need to know to get together a quick lap on all the tracks in F1 2010. And of course, a quick lap goes with a quick setup. And I'm not going to front. I didn't make this setup. This is one I stole from Victor Anderson, aka Gris Fiske. So you have a pretty high front wing, 8-1. He has 11-1. I had a little small tweaks left and right. So balance to the front for braking, high brake pressure, small size. You probably want to have those on standard for the races itself. Ballast distribution didn't change anything. This is as Gris Fiske did it. It has an awesome feel, man. I like to fiddle around with setups myself, but the second I started using his and Andrew Bortz's setups, I found like half a second without really breaking a sweat. So really setups do matter. Most important almost is the wings and the gearbox. Your gear ratio really makes a lot of difference. If you've seen my career vids, I always have pretty linear gearing, but here it's all over the place. But it helps with the acceleration. Just important, yeah, it's very important. Really play around with the gear settings, get the right gearing for each corner, right revving, and you'll get some advantages. I was always reluctant to get minus 150 to the front camber because it's high on tire wear, but I don't think CM did tire wear that well because I don't really notice much difference in racing at minus 150. Yeah, tire wear seems to be pretty much the same as if you keep it at standard. So yeah, I went for that. So props to Victor for sharing the setup on Race Department. Of course, so here the deal is we're gonna do 5 hot laps. Well, I got 5 laps of fuel, and on the left there you see my Pedalcam. That's my big foot. And so I'm going to talk you through the hot laps. We're going to do like I just have 5 laps of fuel. These aren't going to be the greatest laps of them all. This is more like a tutorial kind of thing. Show you guys how I roll. Here you lift off gently and right back on the throttle. You need to cut that a little bit so you don't go too wide. I know there's people that take it in 7th, but I can't. Here, there's 2 ways to do this. Here, so you stay in 7th and you go flat out through there, and like I'm doing here, drop another gear, down to 3rd, back up to 4th. Here you need to short shift because it's very bad traction. Of course, Codemaster messed up the exit of Chapel Corner, I think it is. It's usually a bit wider. Here's a very tricky corner. You break around the 80-meter mark. You try to hit that apex as much as you can. Here, I miss it pretty much totally. You can go a bit wide there on the exit. That's not bad. You brake just as you go behind that overhead sign. You keep feathering the throttle. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about feathering the throttle. Like gently and like pumping it a bit or just gently increasing it. Here you're flat out again. You're going to see me lift off, no braking, and right back on the gas as well. Just stay right inside the track. Nicely hugging that corner here as well. Brake at about the 110-meter mark. You see me doing a little brake pumpage. Brake pumping action here as well. And again, soft on the throttle, gradual throttle input so you don't spin out too much. Cut that one. You can really cut that corner quite a lot. Don't want to do it too much or your exit speed will be compromised. This is a very tricky end. I don't think I've already found the best way to do this. But you break around 100-meter mark and then drop down 3 gears to 3rd. Here you're down to 2nd and feathering it through and bam, flat out on the throttle again. So that's the first hot lap on the Silverstone track. So now I'm going to try to focus a bit more on the next lap on my pedal position. So here you see it's just a short lift off. The turn-in point is really crucial here. So it's a short lift off and back on. No brake in that corner. Here's I think I'm going to show you the second way. So you drop down 1 gear, gas, drop down another gear, give some more gas, drop down 2 more gears and add a little touch of brake, hug that apex. Short shift here, but you're flat out all throughout. Well, not all throughout. Once you get past that last little kink, which I don't know, Beckett's maybe? I don't know. I don't know names. And yeah, that's the pleasure of running in Grand Prix mode. Cars ruining your hot laps. I was up on my first sector there, but got it kind of ruined by Chandok. And here you see me doing the brake pump technique I've been discussing and the feathering. This is a pretty easy track when it comes to braking and throttle control. There's not that many low traction corners. A lot of it is just flat out and just off and back on like you see here. Just a gentle lift and right back full on it. And here, yeah, see me doing like little brake touches. I mean, this is not how the real F1 drivers drive. They just do like flat brake and then release. But I found you get shorter brake distances if you like floor the brakes and then do a little pump action, right? So release it again and a little pump action after it. That, in my opinion, decreases your lap time. Here you see gentle on the throttle again. In this corner here, you can see the throttle control quite nicely. See me gradually increasing it till I'm flat out again. Take as much curb on that left as you can without hitting the gravel as well. And get some nice speed through here. Still pretty decent lap 130s. I'm going to be lapping around the 130s. Like I said, this is not showboating, showing, look how fast. This is my fastest lap on Silverstone. That's not the point here. This is just, you know, guys, show you guys how I'm driving. Here's Boemi ruining another lap. Seriously, Codemasters? So that's supposed to be a patch fix that they made the AI better in qualifying. I prefer that they were just racing it on race pace, because this is ridiculous. Because now Boemi's chasing me again while he just ruined my lap. But even with the lap ruining, I'm still a little bit ahead of my previous first sector. Why am I doing Silverstone, you might wonder. It's because, for those who don't know, there's a race department league being set up, and we're doing, there's a lot of people signing up, so that's great. We have about 40 people, so we're going to have 4 leagues, and we're doing some sort of qualifying to see in which league you fall into. Here I go a little bit too wide, needed to cut that a bit more than I did just now. And what the hell? Well, that was weird. I had a little glitch here. I hope it doesn't work on it. But yeah, so we're having some quali laps now, trying to make it so that everyone is at the right level. Everyone has the right level of competition. So we're going to have tight races in all leagues. But 2 other tracks, one is Silverstone, the other one is Singapore in the wet. And for those wondering, I did better than this time in my hot laps. I'm not going to give away much more than that, but my hot lap in the competition was better than this one. So either tremble or laugh, that's up to you. But yeah, I was pretty pleased with this. Is pretty much my normal pace on Silverstone. I can drop down a bit more than this, but as you see, I can pretty consistently pump out the low 130s. That's for me, that's a good pace. I know there's some crazy guys that do better than me, of course. So you got 2 ways to take this complex. A lot of people have trouble. So I think this way is the fastest. So you get up there in 7th flat out. First king to the right, you drop 1 gear. You give a little touch of throttle again. For the next king to the left, you drop down a 5th. You give a little bit of throttle again. But no braking, and it's only for the last turn to the right there that you do a touch of brake and drop down a 3rd. 4th if you want to, but this gearing setup feels better in 3rd. And this is tricky. You don't want to brake too late because you're going to go wide and you'll compromise your exit speed here. It's very important to get a good exit here. You see me correcting a bit of oversteer here as well. So that's why I didn't want to give you guys a perfect laps. I just did gunned 5 quality laps like that. So you guys can see as well how I react to different circumstances when I miss a braking point. Here you really saw the brake pumping well. So still up on my last sector, and oh my god, there's a little qualifying train, so that's going to ruin this lap probably. So here you can see you can really cut this a lot without getting a corner cutting penalty. So, but don't cut it too much. If you're too tight into that corner, you're probably going to lose a bit of exit speed and lose speed on that straight. And here, I consistently fail here a bit. You need to hug the curbs in the beginning, then go a little bit wider again, and then start hugging the curb again on that last corner as you exit. It's a very tricky one. This one's very tricky as well. All you need to do is just get the right turning point. So you take a little bit of the curb and you don't go too wide. Don't hit that green stuff because that'll slow you down. So here you see 7th gear, drop down 1 gear, gas, drop down another gear, on the gas again, drop down 3 gears and a bit of brake, 2 gears and a bit of brake. And here, be careful exiting out, need to be careful, short shift there, or you will, you're likely to spin out if you're too close to the inside there on the right. And that's one AI not ruining our lap, but we're still a bit down. But it's pretty negligible, the differences. Some people take this one in 5th, and it's possible, but I feel I lose too much revving if I take that one in 5th. Sutil ruining another lap. But here, this one is tricky. You can go faster than you would think. Just need to be a bit careful on corner exit. And careful with your throttle input. Short shift there as well is recommended if you feel you just can't get the grip down. Here the options, of course, are wearing. This is the 5th lap on them, of course, already. So I went a bit wide there again. This one, it took me a while to figure out this section because I was braking way too early there. But you can basically really throw your car into that corner. So that's it. Fuel is almost dead, and now we're gonna ruin some AI hot laps. That's right, bastards. You ruin mine, I'm ruining yours. That's right. bitches. There you go, Alonso. In your face, bitch. Was it Massa? I don't know. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is just me dicking about. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you like the pedal cam positions. I hope it helps some of you guys out. I don't want to say I'm the greatest driver ever, but maybe it helps some guys out. If you want the pedal cam to be bigger, smaller, in another corner, be sure to let me some feedback on that. If you enjoy this. I plan on doing this for every track on the calendar like I did for my career mode races. The race department leagues are going to be up. They're going to start as Melbourne starts, so the 27th and the 26th. I got 2 leagues I'm enrolled in, so make sure to check those out and tweet me if you got questions. Peace out.